Hello, can everyone hear me? Awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and uh, check something, capture audio. Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to do a practice. We're going to do a run of Candybox 2 for submission. Now we'll be able to set to dark mode here in a minute. But this run's going to start a little bit simple. This is for first of all, this is a run for being this is Candybox 2 any percent being submitted for uh flash forward. This is a idle game. You can access it on GitHub, but it's actually an RPG wrapped inside an idle game. It felt like it fit kind of the vibe of the event. We're going to start by just requesting some features from the developers. Every 5 candies, we'll be able to request one until we get to the second to last one of these. But while we do this, we can change to inverted colors to make things easier. Okay. Next one is our last feature request, and then we're gonna have a lot of time to explain the goal of the game and such while we do a couple things in the beginning. The very beginning of this run is very very idle. So we come in here, we're gonna get 3 lollipops that are hidden in this room, and then we're gonna go over to this forge and grab this lollipop. And now there's not a whole lot else we can do until we're able to walk into that forge. Sorry, until we can buy this wooden sword. So there's nothing else we can do at the moment. And there's some other things like we're gonna come in here and get this chocolate bar, or we'll get this these lollipops later. But in this moment, to do those at this juncture would be detrimental to us. It would slow us down. So instead, we just wait around for a minute and 50. Sorry, for until we hit 150 candies. And what's of note here is that we are trying to unlock the candy box. Now, we don't have the candy box available to us just yet, but we're trying to unlock the candy box. And this is all mouse driven and keyboard driven. We are going to need to collect 4 stones. One is P, one is L, one is A, and one is Y. They will let us hit play inside of a big tower in a castle, and then that'll give us the key to unlock our candy box, which will give us all the sweets and candy in the world. That is the objective. We want all the candy. Throughout this run, I'm going to be doing some inventory management, which you don't see the inventory spot, but you'll see it as soon as we buy our wooden sword. And there will be a lot of flipping back and forth between locations to try and optimize pathing. This is an idle game. Our candies gradually tick up, but that is a resource. We will eat them. We will eat candies later to increase health cap. We will throw them into a pool, into a well to heal ourselves. There's a few different things going on, and so we got to kind of manage all of that effectively. So we're coming up here. We're at 120 candies. We're gonna buy a wooden sword as soon as we get that, as soon as we can through here, and then we're gonna go. I'll show you where we'll go next. We'll go into this house, and this guy wants us to clear rats out of his cellar. So just like Skyrim, or sorry, just like Oblivion, you are clearing rats to start your game. All of this is kind of a prologue, but you need to show the refresh to begin the run for it to be valid. So 142 candies, 144 candies, 146 candies. Just spam click until it pops. Good. Inventory. Go ahead and equip our wooden sword. Go to map. Go back to the village. We're going to go in here, and we will just start clearing out rats. There's not really anything in the way of music, I don't believe. Yeah, okay. Back to the map. And so this is going to start. We're going to be killing these rats. And then we're going to leave out of it. This will help give us enough money to be able to buy our first upgrade from here. So enough candies. Clear all these rats. And then we'll also have access to a larger map from here. So we come through here. We exit the quest, keep what we found. We go back to the village. We go back to the map. And we're going to go up here to this tree. And we're going to say, how can I help you? And the answers to his questions are, yes, we really love candies. C is the first letter in candies. We have 190 candies. Yes, I always go a little higher so that I don't have to retype it. There are 10 marks on on the tree, and your hat gets wet. We are not going to do his secondary activity, but he's going to give us some chocolate bars, and we'll explain what those are for in a bit. We're going to go down here, back to the village, and go into the shop. We're going to buy these leather gloves. We're going to go to the forge. We're going to buy this iron axe. We're going to go to inventory, and we're going to equip the iron axe. And then we're going to start going through the desert. So we don't actually bother putting the gloves on just yet, because we're going to have to re-equip them in a minute anyway. But this is going to help open up a lot more of the game once we get through here. We will be coming back to the desert later, because we need to kill one of these birds to get a feather that'll help us with increase our jump height. For the moment, we exit quest. We're going to go back in here quickly. We're going to buy one more lollipop. And we're going to go back to the map. We're going to place all 8 of these lollipops. Now, we're going to go ahead down to here, go to the well. We are going to throw a chocolate bar in our well to make ourselves red gloves. We're going to equip those red gloves. And real quick, because we can do this, we're going to go ahead and buy one more lollipop. Head here, place another lollipop. And you're basically going to have a situation where for the first little bit, there's not a lot going on in terms of lollipop creation. But we can go down here to the bridge, and we're going to be able to start attacking this troll. And this is a very important part of the fight, because basically we're going to do a ton of damage to him and kill him before he can kill us. We're then going to get his bludgeon, which is one of the best weapons we will use throughout the run. I'm going to grab this lollipop, go in here, equip the troll's bludgeon. Now, why are we getting all these lollipops? Well, because we need to buy this grimoire. This is critical to the run. So we're gonna go back to the village. We're gonna buy this lollipop and this leather gloves. We will need that chocolate bar later, but we do not need it right away. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna go throw another chocolate bar in the well to make these gloves. We're gonna go here, place 2 more lollipops. Now we're getting a lollipop every so many seconds instead of every so many minutes. I'm gonna equip these gloves. Actually, no. We need the red chain gloves still. We're gonna go right here to grab this. Now what's nice is we can go back to the lollipop farm via a toggle. We don't need to actually travel back there anymore. So we're trying to get the feather, and this is actually where some of the biggest RNG of the run comes in. So we might have to do this part a couple times. In one of my practice runs, it took 4 attempts through here. And you get to kind of a dangerous spot eventually where you're running low on health as you're trying to deal with all this. But there we go. We got it, second attempt. We do need to make it to the end of the level before we can leave again. But we'll go through here, and we just got another lollipop. So we can go ahead, we can go lollipop farm, plant another lollipop, and now you're seeing that that's going to continue to speed up. From here, we need to go to the village. We want to buy this chocolate bar. Wait, that's 800 candies. We can't get that yet. We are going to go ahead. We're going to go to the Lonely House. We're going to go ahead and get our Candybox, and this will go indoor inventory. We'll have it for the rest of the game. So we'll just have to click on Candybox to go to it. Go back to the map. Next up is going to be going here. We're going to equip the pink gloves, which give us healing. And we're going to go through this cave. Now, we need to get a few items in this cave. There's the chocolate bar. That's the first thing. We're going to now go here, and we can jump. And the reason we can jump so high is because we have that feather. The pogo stick is what we claimed in the... We got a pogo stick when we were in the up in the mountains. And now we have a healing point. We have the feather, which increases our jump height. Quick clip back here, pop a couple lollipops in, go back. And we're just going to spam hit J. Sometimes you want to hold it, but I've found that a little unreliable. That I believe that to be an issue with my own keyboard rather than anything else. But I'm not sure for certain. It might just be an issue. This is, it's a web browser game. Sometimes you can get a little bit of lag. There's different things that can occur. Okay, we're going to go here, plant some more lollipops. Go back here, plant more lollipops. And now we're getting a bunch each second. We're going to go ahead and let ourselves heal up here quick. Now we saw that, which is important because that's going to give us instructions to go see something. Now, the next thing we need is there's basically a health boost if we follow these small arrows on the doors. There we go. Inventory, heart plug, got it. Great. Okay. So now we go back here and we throw a chocolate bar in the well and we enchant our crown. And then we're also going to throw one more chocolate bar in there for enchanting the last item we need. Next up, we're going to come here. We're going to go to the shop. We're going to buy that chocolate bar. We're then going to go back to the lollipop farm, plant 50 lollipops, which means we're starting to get multiple a second, which is good. Go to here, this little space right in here. Come on. Is it not going to let me hit it? I will try going back in the cave. There. Okay. There we go. So this is going to give us some more chocolate bars, which is good. We need 6 more of these. Sorry, 2 more of these beyond what I already have. Sorry, 4 more beyond what I already have. Go back to lollipops, plant a bunch of lollipops. Go to the map. All right, next up is we are going to keep the pink gloves on. We're going to equip this hat, which does damage. It's a larger fireball spell. And we're going to go... Oh, we never went straight through. So you're supposed to actually go straight through to the back end eventually. And you can exit. We're going to go into the forest. And we're going to squeeze... Wait, we can't squeeze yet. Hold on. Oh, hold on. That's not good. Okay. So you need to be able to squeeze, which I can't do just yet. But this is going to start changing very rapidly. So we can go in here instead, jump into the sea, and we are going to look for 2 specific items here. And the 2 specific items we're looking for are... Click back to the lollipop map, put another 100 in. And every time that hits 100, we're going to flip back over to it. We are looking for shell powder and the sponge. And so basically we're going to continue scraping through there and just click over to the lollipop farm button to increase the lollipop gain rate. You need squeeze to be able to make much more progress, but we can do this part while waiting for it, so that's good. All right, so we're looking for 2 specific items down here. Basically, we're going to swim through. The jellyfish can be a little annoying. Everything else is very manageable. We are getting a decent jellyfish pattern here because they're not like bunching up super heavily. And once you get to the seahorses, it gets really easy. I pop another 300. There is the the sponge that we're looking for, I believe. So there's sponge or shell powder, so we'll drop here. Get that. That is shell powder, so now we're just looking for the sponge. And every few hundred lollipops, we're going to click back over. That will eventually get to like 300 lollipops a second, which is very helpful. Okay, that should be the shell that we're looking for. Now this is the sponge. Now this gets a little annoying when they position it this way. So what we have to do is basically drop down here and then just get it from behind. There we go. Lollipop Farm. Now we're actually starting to cook here. But what we can do real quick is we can go here. We're not going to buy those items. We don't need anything for the forge or anything like that. Can't go into the forest yet. There's not much else we can do until we get the lollipops we need. So I'm going to start popping in them at the 1,000 mark. And you might wonder, why do you need so many lollipops? Well, not only do we need 5,000 of them for that book, but they're also an easy way to give us some backups for healing. Yeah, I don't think you need to go any higher than that at that point. Let's see here. We're gonna go down here to where the sorceress's hut is. We're gonna get ready to buy her grimoire. That's excellent. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to do our first instance of eating all the candies. And then we're gonna go over here. We're going to throw a single candy in the well. And then one more in the well. Inventory, that's going to increase exponentially as we go through. We keep the pink enchanted gloves on to help us get through the area. We're going to go to our next spot. Now we're going to hit S, which squeezes. And by squeezing, we have a smaller hitbox, so less stuff is in contact with us, doing less damage. And we can also spam Fireball a little bit to help speed things. But you'll note that we can't spam super effectively because it has an 8-second cooldown. That will be reduced. You're going to start seeing some changes, not after the next boss, next group of enemies, but after the group, basically the group after that, you're going to start seeing some significant drop. Okay. Look through there. We're going to now go here to the castle entrance. Wait, nope. Exit quest. We go here. And we're going to drop through here. We need to squeeze so that we can fit through a hole. Not that space. We're going to grab 2 major items in here. We need this. And then we're going to need this one right here. And then we're going to teleport up because there's actually, I actually lied. There is one more item we need to beat this area for a run. So we're going to fall back through here. We're going to fall down this way. And we're going to go in here. We're going to get ready on the jump button. Line them all up. All right, okay. Got to do that again. For candies. Back. Well. Okay. Come on, let me get there, please. Thank you. And there's not even really sense in using like acid rain or anything because you're just gonna, they're just gonna heal over time by not, when they're not hit. So I hit A just to check something, but no. Drop down here, and we're ready with the jumps again. There we go. And I'm going to get ready on the T, so the second we hit this box, I can teleport out. Awesome. Now we're going to drop down. See, you don't keep items until you finish the area. They will just reset to where they were. But now we are effectively guaranteed to get through this zone. So, drop down here. And we leave. Gives us some major health buff. We're going to go ahead and we are going to throw 10 candies in the well to heal. We're going to go here to the castle's entrance. Make sure we have pink gloves equipped. Good. Castle entrance. We're going to squeeze. And we can summon black demons, which do some damage to us, but not a lot, but do way more to our enemies here. And we made it out. We hit 0 health, but it was right when we finished the level, so it was fine. Exit the quest. Inventory. Gonna equip this body armor. Going to unequip the crown. Going to unequip the bludgeon. Now you're like, well, why are you taking off all your armor? Well, the answer, my dear friend, is first of all, we're going to enchant our armor. I should have not equipped it before that. That's fine. We're going to go in here. And in this space, the first thing we're going to do is walk in here. Now, this is a spider. And the spider will not attack you if you don't have anything that can damage him. So you're just walking through here, and you're going to get this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to let the oven take all the candies. And then we're going to go to Candybox. We're going to eat all the candies. We're going to go back to the map. And throw a lollipop in. Throw one more. Throw 10 more. Throw 100 in. Throw 8 candies in. Now we're going to go up here. And we've done this room. We've done this. We're going to go to this area. We're going to go ahead and keep these things off. Because what matters now is just that we have... Oh, wait. Hold on. Back to the castle. Screwed up. Back to the map. We go to this spot. We're going to throw all these pan au chocolates in. We're going to take health twice. And we're going to take magic 6 times. No, not more health. Not more health. Come on. Magic. Choose. Magic. Magic. Choose. Choose. Okay. So what that has done is it has shifted us to have 40% more health and 90% spell and potion cooldowns reduction. Go back to the map. Go up here. We're going to go talk to our friend, the dragon. But the problem is if you click it to check things while you're talking to the dragon, you lose stuff. So, I'm going to go over here. Going to run into him. It's not going to do anything. And we're going to go to look for challenges. So, we're going to hit D repeatedly, and then we're going to teleport back. And then we're going to hit D repeatedly. Oh, darn it. Okay, we screwed that up. That's fine. We can get it on the second try. There's 76 candies into the well. Now I'm remembering what it is. I forgot to squeeze. See, once you're squeezed, your hitbox is so small, you're just not getting hit most of the time. Big difference. Exit the quest, keep what you found. Now we're going to talk to him and we're going to say we want candies. And we're going to get told to go visit the Cyclops over here. And we have a puzzle that I had to commit to memory after about a day of only doing this. And then there. Click, click, click. Click, click. And now what's going to happen is we tick this one over. And basically this is a really convoluted puzzle where you have to move certain things out of the way to be able to place other tiles. But we are just about finished. And that gives us the P-Stone. Now we go back to the map. And now we are going to eat all of our candies. We're going to go back down here to the wishing well. We're going to throw 1,000 lollipops into the wishing well. We're going to throw 208 candies into the well. While we're at it, since we have enough lollipops, I like to buy this just to be safe. It's not necessarily part of the routing. Actually, it is part of the routing. Don't think of it. I believe. So we're now going to go for fame. And what's going to happen here is we're going to spam Fireball. And then eventually he's going to say hello to us. And when he starts throwing the words hello to us, we need to hit him in the teeth really hard. And we hit him in the teeth really hard by casting Demons. We die at the same time as him. We get the Strange Stone. We leave. We go to... we go up here. Sorry, we do need to go heal again. We're going to go over here. We're going to go fight this guy. And use the same demon strategy just to kill him quick. Exit quest. Go back into the castle. Click here to go to the tower. Hit back so we can skip the cutscene. Go back to the tower. PLAY. Click that. Go back over here. Turn this in. And that is game. Thank you all. Have a good evening.